Let's move on to the most interesting part of this session, which is an interactive session between two states, that's Kerala and Himachal Pradesh.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Alumi Achumi of 11th A KV Rikongpio. And the first question I want to ask is, how do you celebrate Onam in Kerala?
The word Onam is derived from the word Una, which means feast. Onam is the harvest festival of Kerala. It comes usually in the month of August September. Legend says that the spirit of King Mahabali, the most just and powerful of all the rulers in Kerala, visits his countrymen during the Onam days. People of all religion and caste unite and celebrate Onam. Onam festival lasts for 10 days. The people of Kerala decorate their houses with pookalam, that is flower carpet, light lamps and wait for King Mahabali's arrival. They relax themselves after a full season's harvest, making the festive feast called Onasadhya, which is a 9-course meal where almost 13 dishes are cooked and served on banana leaf. People play various games, Vallamkali, that is boat race, Vadamvali, that is tug of war, Pulikali, and spend their time dancing and singing. I wholeheartedly welcome all of you to the upcoming Onam festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Maithili, for the valuable information. The second question I want to ask is, what is the traditional dress of Kerala worn during special occasion?
Kerala has its own traditional wear. For men, it is Kasavamunda and Veshti. For women, it is Settamunda. This dress is made of pure hand-woven cotton and it is off-white in color. Thus, it is highly suitable for the moderate climate of Kerala. It is worn during the auspicious days like Onam, Vishu, etc.
Thank you, Magna, for the beautiful explanation and illustration. The last question I want to ask is, we wish to make a trip to Kerala. Can you suggest any 5 places worth visiting?
Kerala is a land blessed by nature, hence God's own country. As a Keralite, I would like to welcome you to Trivandrum, the capital city of Kerala, which is a major tourist center known for the beaches of Kolam, Varkala, and the holy shrine, Sri Padmanabha Swami Temple. Now, if you're interested in nature and scenic beauty, I would like to welcome you to Silent Valley National Park and Neliampati Hills. Silent Valley National Park, where the wild roams free, home to animals as rare as Nilgiri tahr and lion-tailed macaques, as well as the greenest of evergreen forests ever, whereas Nilyampati Hills are known for their enchanting beauty. Clad with clouds, this hill range requires its visitors to drive through the scenic patches of coffee, cardamom, and tea plantations. After enjoying your trip through nature, you can relax by stepping out into the sun and feeling the calming effects wash over you like water. For this, I would like to welcome you to Alapura. So, friends, I hope you enjoy your visit to Kerala and have unique and memorable experiences. Thank you.
Naya, for the beautiful explanation and information you have given us. We would surely would like to visit Kerala. Thank you.
Now we move on to the questions prepared by KV Pangod students, that is Master Piyush Bharati of 8th B, Kumari Adya S of 9th C, Master Piyush Anand of 11th A, and answers by Pragya Vasavi of class 6th, Akshita Price of class 11th, and Utpal Negi of class 11th from KV Rikhongpio.
Onam, Pongal, Vishu, Bihu, Vaisakhi. Yes, every Indian state has so many colorful festivals. I have heard from my social science teacher that Losar is one of the most important festivals of Himachal Pradesh. So, can you share with us that how this festival is celebrated in your state?
Thank you, Piyush Bharati, and good morning to all. I am Pragya of class 6. I am here to tell you about the celebration of Lasa festival in Himachal Pradesh. Lasa is a very popular festival of Himalayan Buddhist region from Ladakh to Arunachal Pradesh. In Himachal, this festival is celebrated with great fun and frolic, particularly in the districts of Kinnaur and Lahore Spiti. The term Losar comes from two words. Lo means new and Sar means year. Thus, Losar marks the beginning of a new year. It is celebrated between late December and March every year according to Tibetan lunar calendar and goes on for 15 days. But the main festivities are restricted to the first 3 days. On the first day, people clean their houses and prepare a variety of local dishes such as khapse, a local sweet and salty pastry, thukpa, chilta, thespole. A special preparation of parched barley mixed with buttermilk is taken by all the family members of the family members. People put on traditional costumes and jewelry along with the garlands of pine nuts, also known as chilgoza, and visit their neighbors and relatives to greet each other Losoma Tashi, which means Happy New Year. They exchange dishes, sweets, and dry fruits such as almonds, apricots, walnuts, and pine nuts. On day two, the people gather at monasteries or the temples of local deities dressed in traditional costumes and enjoy Kayang, a local dance form. Day three marks the end of Loka festival. A reunion dinner is held on this day, which usually consists of khapse and an alcoholic drink called chang. The main attraction of the Losar festival is cham dance or mask dance performed by the Buddhist monks. On the 15th day, the festival involves one of the most beautiful rituals as locals make butter lamps as high as three-story buildings. The lamas or the monks light the lamps in the evening, each lamp standing for Lord Buddha's enlightenment. The singing and dancing along with the brilliantly lit lamps is a delight for eyes. And this way, the Losar celebration comes to a happy end. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pragya.
We have learned a lot about Himachal Pradesh and Mussoorie through the writings of Ruskin Bond, an all-time favorite. So Utpal, can you tell me something more about his connection with Himachal Pradesh?
Okay, so first of all, good morning to everybody. Myself, Utpal Negi from Kendra Vidyalaya Rikongpio, a student of 11th Science. I extend a hearty welcome to all the people participating in this short webinar. So as we all know that Ruskin Bond was born on 19 May 1934 at a small town Kasoli, Himachal Pradesh in a military hospital. There were many memories reminds us about Ruskin Bond associated with Himachal Pradesh, which enable us to know about Himachal's culture, natural beauty, caste, creed, and so many aspects of social life of Himachal Pradesh through his prose and poetries. His most popular books, The Umbrella, Rain in the Mountain, and A Book of Simple Living, introduce the world with natural beauties and hills of Himachal Pradesh and Mussoorie. Ruskin Bond studied his early education to graduation from Bishop Cotton School in 1952. After that, he moved to England. In the summer of 1963, Ruskin Bond went to Mussoorie and he started his career as a freelancer writer at Mussoorie. He lived there in an ivy cottage, which has been his home since 1980. During his entire career of writing, he won Sahitya Academy Award in 1992, Padma Shri in 1999, and Padma Bhushan in 2014. At present, Ruskin Bond is living with his adopted family, working in the Indian Council for Child Education and Children's Literature in India. Now, at present, he is still living a healthy life at the age of 85. That's all that I share a short glance of Ruskin Bond's life and his contribution. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Utpal.
It was
जैसा कि हम
indeed an interesting and informative session, right?
जैसा कि हम हिमाचल प्रदेश के अविश्वसनीय और अद्भुत सुंदरता से वाकिफ हैं तथा कई भारतीय फिल्मों में देखा भी है, अगर हम हिमाचल प्रदेश का प्रदेश गमन करना चाहें तो वो कौन से 5 स्थानों के नाम होंगे जो आप हमें सुझाव में देंगे?
Thank you very much, Piyush Anand. Good morning to all. Himachal Pradesh is a picture-perfect state that impresses visitors with scenic hill station, beautiful villages, lush valleys, diverse flora and fauna, and abundant trekking trails. It is a veritable heaven for nature lovers and adventurers. Here is my pick of top 5 places worth visiting in the abode of snow. First in the list is, of course, the Hills Queen, Shimla, the capital city of Himachal and a gorgeous colonial hill station that showcases
some of the best colonial era architecture, including the Viceregal Lodge, the Town Hall, the Christ Church, the Child, are some very popular sightseeing destinations around Shimla. Next in the list is Manali, situated at an altitude of 2050 meters on the river Beas. Manali is a picture-perfect hilly retreat with picturesque landscape comprising lush pine and deodar forest, snow-covered mountains, scenic meadows, waterfalls and valleys that attract adventure lovers, nature lovers, and spiritual enthusiasts alike, together with the ancient temple and the Buddhist monasteries. Third in the list is Dharamshala. Nestled in the upper reaches of Kangra Valley, Dharamshala enjoys one of the best climates in Himachal, surrounded by snow-covered Dhauladar mountains, lush pine and deodar forest. Architectural attraction. McLeodganj, known as Mini Tibet in Dharamshala, is the seat of His Holiness Dalai Lama and Tibetan government in exile. Another place worth visiting in Himachal is Khajiar, a tiny slice of paradise amidst dense deodar forest, lush green meadows, and snow-capped Himalayas, nicknamed the mini Switzerland of India. Visitors can explore its gorgeous scenery, get up close with the exotic wildlife at the Kalatop Wildlife Sanctuary, and take part in outdoor activities. Fifth in the list is worth visiting Chitkul. In the Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh lies a small yet charming village, Chitkul, which is the last inhabited village near the Indo-China border. It is also the valley situated on the Baspa River. There is not much to see and do in the hamlet. However, its scene landscape encompassing lush green vegetation, snow-laden mountain, meandering Baspa River, and tranquil vibe make it an ideal place for those looking to be at one with nature. In peace and quiet of particular interest is the its quiet houses, completed with wooden or slate roofs and temple 500 years old deity of the villages. So these are the 5 places in Himachal you all must visit once in your life. Thank you.
धन्यवाद अक्षिता.
Thank you, Akshita. We will definitely love to visit Himachal Pradesh one day. And thank you everyone for your wonderful session. Thank you.